Are you looking to unlock the secrets to personal growth and self-improvement? In this video, we will delve into practical strategies and mindset shifts inspired by Buddhist principles that can empower you to increase your value and reach new heights of personal development. Lesson 1. Take the lead. When you take the initiative, you don't wait for chances to come to you. You make them happen by doing things. Being proactive instead of reacting is important. You also need to be ready to leave your comfort zone and take responsibility for your life and how you affect other people. Taking the lead is a great way to boost your value because it shows that you are busy and interested in life. When you take the lead, you work toward your goals and dreams instead of just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. This proactive approach is a key trait of people who are seen as useful and successful. Taking the initiative means stepping up and doing something, like if you see a chance to improve a process at work or help with a community project. You don't have to wait for someone else to deal with the problem or lead the effort. You can do it yourself. This proactive method not only helps you reach your goals, it also shows others how to do the same. Getting over fear and doubt is one of the hardest parts of taking the lead. We often don't act because we're afraid of failing or don't trust our own skills. Fear and doubt are seen as things that get in the way of spiritual progress in Buddhism. Getting past them is important for personal growth. It is taught in Buddhism that fear and uncertainty are normal, but they shouldn't stop us from doing things. Being more aware of our fears and doubts and building the strength to face them can be helped by mindfulness and meditation. By being aware of these problems and finding ways to solve them, we can boost our confidence and take the lead with a clear sense of purpose and drive. If you want to start a new project or take advantage of a new chance, but are putting it off because you are afraid of failing, mindfulness techniques can help you deal with these fears. Being aware of the present moment and knowing that failing is a normal part of learning can help you take on your initiative with more confidence and a better mind. Compassion is one of the most important teachings in Buddhism, and it's a big part of taking the lead. When you want to do something, you should do it with kindness toward yourself and others. This means doing something with the goal of helping other people and making their lives better. When you're in charge of a group or planning a community event, for example, taking the initiative means more than just making plans and setting goals. It also means thinking about what everyone else wants and how they feel. By taking the initiative with compassion, you can be sure that your acts are good and will have a positive effect on other people. Being compassionate also means being aware of and meeting the needs of those who may be touched by what you do. For example, if you are working on a project that will have an effect on a community, taking the initiative means asking people in that community what they think and making sure they are heard. This kind of caring attitude helps to build trust and support, and it also makes your project more valuable overall. Taking the lead is a strong way to grow as a person. Being proactive about doing things that are in line with your goals and values opens up chances to learn and grow. You can improve your skills, gain new experiences, and feel more fulfilled by taking this proactive method. For instance, if you decide to learn a new skill or hobby on your own, you not only improve your skills, but also make yourself available to new experiences and chances. Taking charge of your own growth in this way helps you keep changing and becoming more valuable in many areas of your life. In Buddhism, personal growth means always getting better and learning more about yourself. By acting on your own, you are actively taking part in this process and helping yourself grow. Self-improvement not only makes you more valuable, but it also adds new situations and insights to your life. Make clear, attainable goals for what you want to achieve as a first step. This helps you concentrate on your goals and take active steps toward them. Set goals for yourself and write down the steps you need to take to reach those goals. To help you stay on track, this plan should list specific jobs, due dates, and important steps. Start putting your plan into action and moving toward your goals. This could mean getting help from others, looking for tools, or taking chances. Don't wait for chances to come to you. Take the initiative instead. Get ready for problems and setbacks along the way. In Buddhism, Problems are seen as chances to grow, and facing them with a positive attitude helps you become strong and determined. Keep track of your work on a regular basis and change your plan as needed. Being honest with yourself about your goals helps you stay on track with them and be ready for any changes or new chances that come up. Remember that taking the lead isn't just about getting things done for other people. It's also about continuing to grow and learn about yourself. When you take the initiative with purpose and intention, you open up chances to learn, grow, and be happy. And in the end, you increase your value in a real and useful way. Lesson 2. Solve problems. The first thing you should do when you have a problem is to fully understand it. This means not letting your feelings or biases get in the way of seeing the situation clearly. Being mindful is an important part of this process that Buddhism teaches. The problem will be seen for what it is if you are fully present and aware, not what you fear or hope it to be. For instance, let's say you have a disagreement with a coworker at work. Figuring out what's causing this problem is the first thing that needs to be done to fix it. Do you need to clear up a misunderstanding? Do you have different goals or values that need to be talked about? You can find an answer that is fair, reasonable, and good for everyone if you take the time to understand where the problem comes from. You should go into it with the right attitude. This means training your mind to think kind, patient, and humble thoughts. Instead of pointing the finger at others or acting out of anger, you approach the problem with a sincere desire to find a way out that works for everyone. To solve problems, you also need to be creative and inventive. As Buddhists, we are told to think outside the box and be open to new thoughts and ideas. It's not always easy to see how to solve a problem, but if you keep an open mind and look at all of your choices, you can usually find a way that works. For instance, if you are having a hard time with a personal problem like stress or worry, you could try different ways to deal with it, like meditating, working out, or getting help from a friend or counselor. If you are ready to try new things and be open to different ways of doing things, you can find a way to solve the problem and make your life better in general. There is also a lot of focus in Buddhism on finding ways to solve problems that don't hurt anyone. This is linked to the idea of ahimsa, which means not hurting. When you're trying to solve a problem, you should think about how your actions will affect other people and try to find answers that are kind, caring, and respectful. You can show that you are more valuable by showing that you can handle problems with wisdom, kindness, and creativity by learning how to solve them well. You are showing that you can handle tough situations well and that you are useful in both your personal and work life. Lesson 3. Try new things. One important way to develop beginner's mind is to try new things. Once you leave your comfort zone and try something new, you let new experiences, obstacles, and chances to grow come into your life. Being open to exploring the unknown is a key part of making yourself more valuable. You could, for instance, try to learn something new, like how to cook, play an instrument, or speak a different language. Having these kinds of situations not only helps you learn new skills, but they also help you see things in a different way. When you try new things, you might also find new thoughts and points of view. This could mean reading books about things you don't know much about, having conversations with people who have different ideas, or going to new places and learning about other countries. When you open yourself up to new ideas and situations, you learn more about the world and perceive it more fully. Buddhism also teaches people to let go of their attachments to the old and be open to new things. Buddhism's main teaching, impermanence, is linked to this idea. If you believe in impermanence, you believe that everything is always changing and nothing stays the same. Accepting that things change and being willing to try new things will make you more valuable by showing that you are adjustable, flexible, and ready to grow. That you aren't afraid to leave your comfort zone and try new things shows that you are brave. Trying new things is another way to keep your mind and spirit young. It keeps you interested in life and stops you from becoming bored or stuck. This desire to learn and discover new things is a key part of living a full and worthwhile life. However, it's important to be aware and careful when going into new situations. It's important to make decisions that are in line with your values and goals, and not every new chance will be good. Right intention is an important idea in Buddhism. It means acting with honesty and a feeling of purpose. It's best to try new things with the goal of improving yourself, learning, and helping others. You become more valuable by showing that you are willing to learn, grow, and broaden your views by trying new things. You're showing that you don't want to stay where you are and are always looking for ways to get better and understand the world better. Lesson 4. Be open to change. You are in sync with the natural flow of life when you are open to change. Recognizing that change is a necessary part of life and that fighting it will only cause you pain. Accepting yourself as you are is a key part of growing your value because it helps you handle the ups and downs of life with grace and strength. Imagine that you are going through a tough time, like when you lose your job or a relationship ends. You don't fight the change or hold on to the past. Instead, you accept things as they are and think about how to move on. You can let go of things that aren't helping you anymore when you accept them. This makes room for new chances and possibilities. Buddhism also teaches people how important it is to be open to changes inside themselves. This means being aware of and accepting the changes that happen inside you, like when your thoughts, feelings, and wants change. You are letting yourself grow and change by letting these changes happen. You are not stuck in old habits or ways of thinking. Letting go of connection is part of accepting change. Buddhists believe that attachment is a major cause of pain because it makes people want to hold on to things that will not last. When you let go of connection, you eliminate the stress of attempting to manage or hold on to things that are always changing. For instance, if you are attached to a certain result or hope, you might feel angry or let down when things don't go as planned. But if you let go of connection and accept that things might not always go the way you want them to, you can stay calm and peaceful no matter what. Buddhist teachings also stress how important it is to see change as a chance to grow and change. People should not be afraid of change. Instead, they should welcome it as an inevitable part of life. Accepting change makes you more valuable because it shows that you can change, are strong, and are ready to grow. If you are going through a big change in your life, like moving to a new city or starting a new job, you don't fear it. Instead, you see it as a chance to learn, grow, and see more of the world. This positive view of change not only makes you more valuable, but it also helps you do well in new and difficult situations. By being open to change, you show that you can handle the challenges of life with grace, strength, and wisdom, which raises your worth. You're showing that you're not scared of change and are ready to accept it as an important part of your journey. Lesson 5. Be firm in what you believe. Being true to yourself and your ideals, even when there are problems or opposition, is what it means to stand by your beliefs. It means being brave enough to stand up for what you believe in, even if it's hard or not what most people think. Having ethics is a big part of making yourself more valuable because it shows that people can trust, respect, and depend on you. Think about a case where you feel pushed to do something that goes against your ethical or moral standards. You don't give in to the pressure, you stick to your views, and won't give up your honor. This brave move not only makes you more valuable, but it also sets a good example for other people to follow. Being open to growth and change is another thing that Buddhism teaches. This means being ready to think about your beliefs and ideals again after getting new information or having new experiences. Being strict or dogmatic is not the point. The point is to be true to yourself while also being willing to learn and grow. For instance, if you come across a new idea or point of view that goes against what you believe, you don't just brush it off. Instead, you give it some thought and see if it fits with your ideals and how you see the world. One important part of standing up for your views in a real and meaningful way is being willing to grow and learn. Being true to your views also means being brave enough to speak out and act when you need to. Right speech and right action are important in Buddhism. These mean speaking and acting in ways that are honest, kind, and good for others. You are more valuable when you stand up for what you believe in and do things that support them. This shows that you are committed to living a life with ethics and purpose. For instance, if you see someone being treated badly, you don't keep quiet. You speak up and do something to help them. You are more valuable because of this brave and kind action, and it also helps the greater good. Along with sticking to your beliefs, it's important to remember that everyone is on a different road, and what works for you might not work for someone else. Buddhism teaches that you should not judge others and be compassionate. One way to show compassion is to respect their views and choices, even if they are different from your own. You are more valuable if you stand up for what you believe in an honest, caring, and open way. This shows that you live your life with purpose and honesty. You are showing that you are honest about who you are and what you believe in while also being willing to learn and grow. Lesson 6. Be nice. Kindness is seen as a strong force in Buddhism that can change both the person who gives it and the person who receives it. By being kind, you not only help other people, but you also develop good traits in yourself, like compassion, understanding, and generosity. Having these traits is important for growing as a person and raising your value. For instance, let's say you are in a situation where someone needs your help, whether it's a friend who is having a hard time or a stranger who needs your help. Not only do you help the other person by being kind and giving your support, you also show that you are a compassionate, caring person who wants to make the world a better place. Treating yourself with kindness is just as important as treating other people with kindness. Self-compassion is something that Buddhism tells you should do. It means being kind and understanding to yourself as you would be to a friend. This means being kind to yourself, especially when things are hard, and knowing that you deserve love and care. You might be kind and understanding to yourself when you make a mistake or have a loss instead of being too harsh or critical with yourself. You agree that mistakes are a normal part of being human and that everyone makes them. By being kind to yourself, you build inner peace, self-acceptance, and strength, which all make you more valuable. Being kind also means being aware of how your words and deeds affect other people. Right speech, which means speaking in ways that are honest, kind, and helpful to others, is very important in Buddhism. By being aware of what you say and picking words that encourage and help others, you raise your value by making relationships that are good and peaceful. For example, if you are talking to someone and notice that they are hurt or angry, you don't ignore or brush off their feelings. Instead, you listen and offer words of support and comfort. Not only does this act of kindness make the other person feel better, but it also makes your relationship stronger and makes you more valuable as a caring person. Buddhism teaches that being kind in your thoughts, words, and deeds is just as important as having a kind and compassionate heart. To do this, you need to think and act in ways that are based on love, compassion, and a real desire to help others. By developing a caring and kind attitude, you raise your worth by making your inner world more positive and helpful, which shows in how you treat other people. One type of meditation is loving kindness meditation, in which you focus on giving love and kindness to yourself and others. Practicing this skill helps you feel connected and empathetic, which makes it easier for you to be kind in everyday life. Being kind to others and to yourself makes you more valuable because it shows that you care about other people's well-being and can make relationships between people better. By doing this, you show that you care about others, are sensitive, and want to affect the world for the better. Lesson 7. Make your own picture. It's not about trying to be someone you're not when you're making your own image. It's about being true to yourself and showing up in a way that fits with your values and goals. It means being deliberate about how you act, how you talk to other people, and how you show off your skills, talents, and abilities. For instance, let's say you're at work and want to be seen as a boss and an important part of the team. If you want to make your own image, you could choose to dress professionally, speak in a way that shows you are confident and knowledgeable, and step up and help the team succeed. Being deliberate about how you present yourself raises your worth by showing that you are sure of yourself, skilled, and determined to reach your goals. It's important to not only be aware of how you show yourself to others, but also to work on having a positive view of yourself. Self-compassion and self-awareness are important in Buddhism. Being self-aware means being aware of your thoughts, views, and how you see yourself, and treating yourself with kindness and understanding. One way this can stop you from reaching your full potential is if you have a bad opinion of yourself or are too hard on yourself. You can make a more positive and empowering picture of yourself that shows your true worth and potential by being kind to yourself and challenging negative self-talk. Being aware of how you affect other people is also part of building your own image. Right action, which means doing things that help other people and work for the greater good, is very important in Buddhism. By thinking about how your actions affect other people, you show that you are intelligent, caring, and dedicated to making the world a better place. This raises your value. For instance, if you are in charge, you could choose to show others how to behave by being honest, kind, and fair. This makes people think of you as a boss who can be trusted, cares about their well-being, and wants the best for them. This good impression not only makes you more valuable as a boss, but it also motivates others to do the same. Creating your own image means being true to yourself and your values, as well as being deliberate about how you show yourself to others. For example, don't break your own rules or try to fit into a shape that doesn't fit who you are. It means being real and honest with yourself, even if that means being different or going against the crowd. For example, if you have a special skill or interest that doesn't fit the usual definition of success, you don't try to hide it or fit in. Instead, you accept it and use it to make your own way. Being real not only makes you more valuable, but it also makes you stand out as someone who is true to themselves and their gifts. By making your own image, you take charge of how people see you and are more valuable because you are deliberate about how you show yourself to the world. You are showing that you are sure of yourself, strong, and true to who you are. You are also showing that you want to live a meaningful life with honesty. Learning how to raise your value is a process of getting to know yourself better, growing, and changing. You can raise your value in a way that is true to yourself, important, and in line with Buddhist teachings by taking the initiative, solving problems, trying new things, accepting change, standing by your beliefs, being kind, and making your own image. To raise your value, remember that you shouldn't try to be someone you're not or look for approval from other people. You have to be true to yourself, enjoy your special skills and gifts, and live in a way that fits with your values and goals. It means realizing how valuable you are and working on the traits that will help you make the world a better place. Have patience with yourself as you continue on your path to self-improvement and growth. Take each step with awareness, kindness, and a sense of purpose. Not only will this make you more valuable, but it will also fill your life with meaning, happiness, and satisfaction.